So I sit down and I think the language some people use is speaking truth to power. Well, mostly the word trouble. When I use the word troublemaker, it it I'm thinking of two things that I do and have done many times in organizations. One is that when I'm working with an organization, I will often come in, and as part of my process, I go around and I talk to a lot of employees. And I've learned through my training as a coach and a facilitator, I've learned how to create really safe spaces. I know how to sit down with people and get them to open up to me, by making promises about confidentiality, and I'm not going to take your exact words forward. I'm only looking for themes. And I find that people will talk to me when I give them
Mhm.
the space to do that. And 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 I learn sometimes ugly things about what's going on in the organization that people are afraid to talk about, because when they do, they get pushback or they get excused. So what I do is I pull that stuff together, and then I'm being paid to bring them a better understanding of what's going on in the company. So I sit down, and I think the language some people use is speaking truth to power. I've learned how to pull this all together and speak truth to power, and they don't like that. Um, so of course, I also have to make it safe for leaders to be able to hear that the way they're being perceived is very different from um, the way they're showing up.